Hi guys, and welcome to One in a Million Workshop. We got an invitation from Miss Hoffman that we'd be able to shoot a video and tell you a little bit about ourselves and about our business. So my name is Garrett. This is my son. His name is Hayden. And really this is Hayden's business, and we work together here in the workshop doing a bunch of different woodwork things. This all started a couple years ago after the big ice storm. Do you remember when it snowed and everybody was off school? Yeah. Well, there was a bunch of pieces of wood laying around, and I started working on a project making a live edge table for a record player. And Hayden has autism. He has some special needs. And so he really liked it and started working on stuff. And so from there, we started doing a whole bunch of different woodworking pieces. So it didn't really start so much as a business as it started more like kind of an idea and a bit of a hobby. And so first we made a table. I made a table for myself, and Hayden helped me with that. And then he was really interested, so we made I think one more and posted it online, and people got really interested in it. And so we made like a run of 6 tables. And actually sold them to a bunch of people in Fort Worth. And so we had to take them up there and drop them off. And then we were like, maybe this could really go, or there could be something here. And so we kept posting and kept sharing and kept trying different projects. We made some charcuterie boards, and we made some other creative things. And so we'll show you some of those. But then someone offered and said, hey, we'd love to make you a logo. And so we didn't even really know like what would that mean or what would that like, but we knew that Hayden loves the color yellow. So we started with the color yellow, and then we really liked the idea of kind of a circle of like the end of a log kind of being like the wood thing. And then when Hayden was a little boy, his hashtag, we used to hashtag all of the pictures that we took of him, hashtag 1 in a million kind of kid. So it was really long, 1 in a million kind of kid. And so we said, what if we shortened it up and we called it 1 in a million workshop? And then we could work on a bunch of different things in the workshop, not just a wood shop, but a workshop. And so we named it that. And then actually this person who has a digital marketing company, they subbed it out to a thing called Fiverr. And so they bought for us a logo creation. And so they went back and forth. And so we'd get something, and they tried to do this thing with like, because Hayden has, his disability is autism. They tried to do this thing with puzzle pieces. It wasn't quite right. And we said, we want some tools in it. And then we looked at it and it wasn't quite right. And so it kept on simplifying and simplifying. We came up with this one right here. And so that's our logo, 1 in a million workshop. So we've got some other things that we'd love to show you, some of our products, and kind of give you a little tour around the workshop. But you can also see us, ask your parents, of course, but you can go on to oneamillionworkshop.com, and then we are also on Instagram, TikTok, X, Threads, YouTube, and True Social. So we're on a whole bunch of different socials, and you can see us all over the place. But before we do that, I'm gonna flip this camera around. We're gonna take a look at some other things. All right, doing a little tour around the workshop. Almost everything starts right here with this chainsaw. So we've actually got 2. Our other chainsaw is right here. It's a big one that's in this mill right by our axe there. But this chainsaw is what we cut wood with. And once we cut wood, then we can make all kinds of things like tables and stuff. But we also have to put up the wood to dry so that it will be okay to make into furniture or to make it into something special. Because if not, then the wood will crack. And so we started making bigger tables and bigger things. And from there, we realized there were a lot of people who wanted to support Hayden, but those things were too heavy to be able to ship. And so we started working on something creative, and we came up with this art piece. And so this art piece, we actually take a log, and then from there, we finish it, and then we print it. So you can see this is like all the rings of a log. And so we call it tree ring art. And this frame piece here was actually in a gallery. We did an art show last week, but we also did, this was framed and hung in a gallery for months and months and months. And so Hayden signs each of his pieces. And so there is the tree ring art. Also, something that has been really popular, you might have seen something like this, because they've got them at Buc-ee's, but we call it a wooden waving flag. And so they're 2x4s, pieces of wood that we put all together. And then from there, Hayden sands them out and kind of smooths them all, and then burns the grain. And then from there, we use gold stickers to put that on there, paint them, and paint the stripes on there. And so it takes us about 10 hours to make one of these waving wooden flags, and we sell them for about $300. And so that's another part of the business. Also, we do charcuterie boards. So these are something that your mom might like, and you kind of put them on the table and you put food on them. And so there's one that's a little bit bigger that we're working on finishing, and kind of like that. And do you guys know who this is? Oh my gosh, it's Hey Hey. What are you doing out here in the garage? Well, actually, Hayden is a huge fan of Moana. And so he also made this Moana paddle, and he made it out of cedar wood that we found here in Cedar Park. And from there, we milled it and we made it, and he shaped it and he turned it into the Moana paddle, because Moana and Hey Hey are some of his favorite things. Thought we'd finish off with a couple of the tools that we use around the workshop. And so this right here is a Makita chop saw that's used for cutting lots of wood, and is very, very dangerous, and it's so awesome. It's even got a laser on it to make sure you're cutting the right spot. This is a really cool clamp. Kind of looks antique, but it's not. This is a jigsaw that's used for cutting curves, and we use that to cut the wood, and then we use this special glue to glue it all together. Then to make it nice and smooth, we use a sander. This is a grinder with a wood carving. You got to wear gloves and glasses and stuff, lots of safety equipment when you're using that one, because wood flies everywhere. This is one of our drills, and really special last piece. This was a gift to us from Miss Hoffman's husband to the workshop, and this is an antique wood plane that is really special to us. So the last question that was here was something that's really, that we're passionate about, and the reason why, and that's why Lego Hey Hey is here with us. See, sometimes people with autism have a hard time kind of connecting with other people, but the first time Hayden was able to do that was with Lego, and we would do a Lego project together, and he'd need some help, and so he'd ask me, and we started working and building Lego projects together. From building Lego projects, then we're able to start doing woodworking, and now we're doing much bigger things like the wood waving flags and these prints. And so we say all that to say we're very passionate about helping people with disabilities, and about just the employability of those with special needs. And so that's why we started the workshop, is one, so that Hayden could learn how to work and to work more and be focused. And it's gone really, really amazing. You might see right over here, we just crossed 1,500 followers on Instagram. We've got over 1,600 followers on TikTok. And so you may see us there, may see us on lives and stuff. And so also we're here in the neighborhood. So you might see us around the pool or somewhere else. You can always come by and say hi. We'd love to meet you. Hey, hope you guys have a great day at Parkside. See ya.